those belts tight. You're watching the Bolt Grand National Series.
Ready? Green, green, green.
Only on Legends Racing Network.
Hello everyone, we're here at Daytona for the duel. I'm alongside Aaron Brown here as we're ready for the duel race here at Daytona with a little twist with the SRX cars. It should be an interesting race here. We saw qualifying going on and whatnot. On top of the pole, Leonard Williams on pole position by only 1/1000th of a second.
It was an open qualifying session, so it's gonna be a little interesting. So we got a little insight on how the race will be, how the cars will draft up to each other. I've tested these before here. The draft is not as strong as the NASCAR cars. The suck up to the car in front of you, not as strong. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how these drivers plan their runs, especially coming to like a late race hash to the line if it comes down to that.
Yeah, it should be an interesting one here. 40 laps here at the famous Daytona International Speedway. The World Center of Racing net race at Daytona. Can't think of anything much better than this. As we are gridding up right now. And we'll take a quick look at our starting grid for tonight's race.
So on the pole with a 46.128, Leonard Williams, but also with the same exact time, Elliott Swope will finish the front row. Now we don't have access to the fourth digit, but I believe there is a fourth digit in racing. I know there is one, but Williams just barely got Swope there. We also have Brian Swope. I don't know if there's any relation there, but you'll probably let me know on that. He'll be P3. Our Clash winner, Pacey Wyja, he'll start P4. Ayers and Merritt will round out row number 3. Bear in P7, Blowers in P8. The last time to take a qualifying time will be DJ Trout in P9. Brady Floyd will start P10, the first driver with no time. And Lane Miles will round out the field here at Daytona.
Tonight where we finish will determine our qualifying spot for
Now we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Beginning the regular season.
And we're back here live at Daytona, ready for our pace laps right now, as the field is getting set. So again, I was talking about very different cars than the normal Gen 6 classic cars. Not as much suck up compared to the Gen 6 with the big spoilers, but I've never really seen a SRX Super Speedway race. We saw them grouping up for qualifying / practice during that 1 hour before, so we'll see how this plays out for the next probably around hour-long race-ish.
Yeah, 40 laps with the about 45-second lap times probably. I don't think the SRX cars are that much faster in the draft. They already have pretty high speeds by themselves, so probably only maybe a second and a half quicker in the draft. So yeah, so could get this race done in about 30, maybe 35 minutes if we go green all the way. But we'll see how it goes. Pace car takes the hard left turn on the pit road, and we're ready to go racing here at Daytona.
Yep. And into the Geico racer zone, and green flag is out. Outside lane got a really good jump. That's Elliott Swoop to the lead already. Almost a whole car length ahead of the rest of the field. Not sure.
Easily be able to clear down here into turn 1. They have easy control. The inside, not really a good restart at all. They were all gapped up already. So we're gonna have some cars move to the bottom. I think everyone's gonna try to take it easy here, not get any incident. Single file throughout the field until Brady Floyd, he's out on the outside on his lonesome. But now we got moves back to the front.
So here comes a tandem to the top side, maybe. Looking outside. That's Paisley Wygent. To the outside he goes. Can he make a run for it?
He's got Bobby Blowers on his outside. Blowers already up to the front from 8th place on the restart. Great start for him. To push, he's gonna be pushing Wygent. It's gonna be interesting to see what lane has the better run here. Typically the top is better, and the in the next gen and Xfinity car a little bit. But the lower power car of trucks are at the bottom, but the SRX car, I'm not entirely sure which lane will be better, so we'll see how that goes. Right now, it seems like Wygent just really needs a good push to stay alongside of Swoop for the lead. As they fall back in the corner, not really able to pull alongside great enough to side draft into the corner. So right now, Wygent still barely getting to the outside of Swope before the turn.
Yeah, we're gonna see some 2-car tandems here. It seems like most of the time it's very easy to bump with that flat bumper and the nose, and just really easy to push with. And I think these cars are pretty stable from what we've seen in practice. We'll see throughout the race. There's obviously still a long ways to go, but mostly double file throughout the whole field. Some single file in the back, but side by side for basically second through. Would that be about 8?
As now the inside lane had a little bit of gaps. Now they're all pretty much closed up. You got the 0-0, Wygent leading the outside, the 21 of Swope leading the race on the inside. Oh, but he gets on the apron there. Gonna be a little bit of a wiggle. It's gonna kill the momentum on the bottom. Here comes the outside of Wygent. As
now we're 2 by 2 by 2 through the whole field, side by side. Lap 3 completed. And
Wygent gonna be able to clear Swope, but will he leave the partner of Blowers? Don't really want to break that trust yet. Want to keep your partner as much as you can here. Don't want to break the trust of, because if you do that and pull down and before someone, they're most likely not going to work with you at the end of the race if they have the choice.
still side by side for first and second and third and fourth and through the whole field. Inside lane, outside lane, pretty even. Oh, up the track goes Leonard a little bit,
almost
a little tight.
for a second.
I don't know if he got a little aero tight. I don't know if these cars get a little aero tight. I know some pack racing, you can get a little aero tight in the bottom lane if you're in the drafts too much.
Now, mention I've seen the 20 car Brady Floyd. He's been working his way up through the field, and now he's right up here in the front, trying to get to the front, trying to control this field. Down the back straightaway, bottom looks a little squirrely. He's going to give the momentum to the outside to get a big push from Blowers to Wygent. They're both going to clear down to the 3, but will they move down? Now they're going to stay up to the top of the racetrack.
I think they would really prefer that top side. I think that's really the main lane for these guys to work with, because the bottom side, you can get pinched down pretty hard, and I think some people are just more comfortable on the top side. And it looks like these guys are 3-car tandem on the top, and they're gonna clear these guys. Maybe going to turn 1. Oh, contact!
Oh, contact!
Leonard spins. Elliott swoop around, keep it off the wall. He barely
hits
the
the
rear
inside
end.
wall, but no caution as he got spun onto the apron, so that's going to be tough for him. Now, not on the points race again this week. Not like points again this week, so not really too worried about points, but it will be the start. If you get a bad finish, you have to start in the back of the Daytona race next week. So
looks like Linear
it'd be interesting to see.
Linear just kind of caught him at a wrong time off the tri-oval, and it kind of just upset the car. He barely has back end damage, and not sure how much that'll affect him. But let's go back up to the race lead as it kind of single filed out through the whole field. That little incident right there kind of caused the field just kind of calm down, I think, and single file out.
Yeah, after that, Floyd moved to second and Blowers to the lead. Wygent looking high again. Wants to get back to that race lead, it looks like. No one's going with him yet. Floyd's just sticking to the back bumper of Blowers. Now, I do not know the fuel tank size here, but
I believe it's 60. I think that's what it was from what I remember. But
it's 60% fuel. I don't know how long of a fuel tank, how long they can go on that. I'm assuming it's similar to, I believe it's similar to the NASCAR cars, so they could typically go around 35 to 40. Oh, we got
around. Whoa, what happened there? That was in the back. Tristan
Bayer.
Let's take a quick look at that one. I thought he was on the outside lane.
Bad push in the middle of the corner, and he
almost
saved it.
Let's go on board with the what number that I kind of hard to see. Number 5 car of Tristan Bayer here. See what he was saying. Trying to make the outside lane work, but just got a bad push, like you said, and almost had that save, kind of like reminiscent of Kyle Busch 2012, I believe that was. And caution is out for the first time tonight on lap 7. It'll be interesting to see what these guys do for pit stops and if they do pit.
It'll be interesting to see. No, I don't think tires really matter, so I doubt they'll come down for tires. They have one fast repair, so if there's a big wreck, they half the field won't be out. Unlimited tire sets, so I might go down for tires if they need it, but I don't really only think Swope and Bayer will probably be the only ones to take tires, since they just wrecked them. So the tires will definitely be taken off there.
Also, one thing to note, there is a choose cone tonight, so not sure if the initial start is anything to indicate, but it seems the outside lane was a lot better than the inside lane.
Now, I'm getting a fuel number now. 28.6 is what iRacing telling me on the base.
If they save enough fuel, they could maybe make it to the end if they hard save a little bit here with the pack. Maybe someone in the middle of the pack could maybe save enough. But three or four laps is quite a bit at Daytona.
Yeah, but would you top it off? We're gonna go green with about 30 to go. It is 2 to green, so that we'll have one more pace lap, so they can come back down and top it off. I think that will be the smartest option to go.
And Brady Floyd off of pit lane first.
Yeah, I believe he
Elliott
just
Swoop
did
taking
fuel
some tires here. They do have one pass repair. No one used it that time, so Elliott Swoop, I think he's fixing his rear end damage.
Yeah, that's a smart move to go. You don't want to use your fast repair too early. If you get that late race yellow with like 5 to go and everyone wrecks, you don't want to be caught up in that and have your night over. So if it doesn't look like that bad damage, just take the repair on the yellow. Got plenty big long pace lap here at Daytona, so you can easily get about a minute to 2 minutes fixed under the caution. As Leonard Williams dropped from the server, so
yeah,
unfortunate for him.
He disappeared.
To try and get back in.
Yeah, he disappeared from my time screen. I was about to mention that. So yeah, he did throughput off the session. So unfortunate for him. Looks like brake fluid on the apron, maybe saving some fuel. I'm not sure exactly. That's usually what you do is go on the apron, shortest way around the racetrack, just save fuel. Turn off the engine and just kind of coast. And I think that's what the 20 machine's doing. And or maybe not. Who knows? But See if we have any takers on pit lane here. Like you said, it'll be about 30 to go when we go back green. And let's see, will anyone top off on fuel? They in the back. One car will. That's Elliott Swoop to 21, I believe, down pit lane. Yep. Follow him is Rodney Ayers down pit lane 17. Also, those two drivers topping off on fuel.
So it'll be interesting to see if they can make it to the end. Now, I assume you want to. They'll probably stay to the back of the pack, try and not stay too far, or you're gonna be burning more fuel trying to keep up to the pack. So, want to stay to the back of the pack. Just follow the checkups. Just let the checkups. More checkups, the better. You save more fuel. Probably. I mean, now the guys who just pitted there, they're only gonna have to save about a lap and a half at the most. That's what iRacing told me as I can spectate the session test drive. So that's what iRacing told me, 28.6. Now I'm assuming that is the base by yourself, flat out, the whole time. So now in the draft with the lift, they could probably easily save that. It might be a little bit interesting for the leaders. It'll definitely be close for them. So it'll be interesting to see if Brady, Floyd, Bobby Blowers, if they try and let a car in front of them intentionally so they can back off, or try and get third car in line, so they can intentionally back off and save that little bit of fuel to make it to the end.
Yeah, most of these guys just only took fuel only based off their time. I'm not sure how fast the pit stop here is with tires, and I'm not really racing the SRX cars too much, especially pit stop wise. But I think it's about 20 seconds, like a street stock, that it takes to change your tires. So,
yeah, I believe it's about 25 seconds, or a little bit longer than a street stock. I haven't driven these cars since they came out, really. So we'll have to see how that goes. As we're going to green here, Brady Floyd's gonna lead into green with Blowers on his outside.
Here we go. Pace truck about to take a hard left corner in the pit lane. And Toy Machine gonna lead us to the green. And
green flag
green
back
flag
in the
is
air.
out. We did miss the choose cone looking at the pit stops, but as always, 69 did not get a good start. Brian Swoop, terrible start right there in the 69 machine. Just must have started in the wrong gear, just didn't get going, it seemed like. As the field's really separated.
That's not gonna be good. That's not gonna be good for Florida. He's gonna have no help here on the bottom.
As Tristan Bayer's in the pits, I think he was blinking issue, connection issue. That might be why that 5 machine's in the pits. But big gap from the top 3 to the rest of the field. Can they take advantage, and will the rest of the field be able to catch up, or will top 3 kind of just tandem together and try to just keep that distance? Not sure if it's able to in these SRX cars, but we will see here. Side by side.
Actually, a surprise there. Floyd actually holding pretty close. Now, typically, in the NASCAR cars, you pretty much instantly fall right behind these guys. They had a little bit of help. So maybe in the SRX, you can hold the bottom a little better by yourself if there's only 1 or 2 cars up top.
Yeah, very interesting.
Almost a bad bump gone wrong there. A little wiggly from Blowers. They're still side by side for a second. Floyd's holding the bottom by himself. The pack's
slowly catching right now. You kind of just tell slowly. I think they're getting some draft off of Brady Floyd. Yeah, they should be able to catch him here in about a lap and a half, I'm gonna guess here. Maybe even this lap.
Yeah, now Floyd, he seems to be backing off. They're gonna let Trout and Blowers clear him as we're single file now. But now here comes the run from Brian Swope. He's going to get a run with the push from Max Merritt. Will they take the run to the high side?
No, gonna think the best of it. As Brady Floyd goes high, he's gonna go back in the lane.
Looking high, want to look to get to that race lead.
There he goes. He's gonna be by himself. Will anyone follow him? No, he goes back in line.
Oh, here comes move in the back.
Rodney Ayers.
He's on the outside with help from Wygen. Wygen, he was leading that pack. Now he's in the back.
Here they come down the back straightaway. You get that little boost from the banking off of turn 2 on the outside lane. That should help him get some momentum, as you can kind of see a little bit of momentum down the back into turn 3 and 4. You're gonna lose some on the entry in the middle, but they should be clear of the 28 lane mayor.
Yeah, they are both clear here.
Will they stay high?
Hop back in? Yeah, they're hopping. Actually, not really. Merritt is looking high on the outside too. Maybe try to look high. Maybe try to block off the run. So you'll hop back in here, try and build that run again. Maybe go high off the corner.
As
Get
a
that run on top
single,
of you, got a little bit of gap.
single thaw back out.
Yeah. It's gonna look high on the backstretch. Why just gonna give him the push? They're gonna get to the outside of Merritt. Now they can't be a little bit too aggressive here. Side draft too much. You might lose the top 3 again as they get a little gap to Swope again.
As those two are really the only guys on the outside lane trying to work together, as the guys behind them, Lane Myers and Elliott Swope, kind of lost the draft here. Those two in the back, 21 and 28. As here comes Ayers to the outside. Really do anything.
Can't really be able to. They're not really able to push that well up on top. Why is it not square on the backstretch? It seems to be hard to game the run. They're not close to the top 3. They're not really close to the top 3, but their draft is enough to hold them off. Big wiggles there as they're on the apron. The 2 cars in front of them.
As the 2 cars that disconnected are now back in the session. 5 of Tristan Bayer and Leonard
Bayer's
Williams.
1 lap down now. He's down pit road again. His ping is very high, so I mean that doesn't boot you from the session.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they'll be able to get the laps back in time. We don't have any cautions. There's a big wiggle from the who's that? Max Merritt. That's gonna allow Ayers to go to the outside. Maybe even clear these two since they're tandeming on the top. Brian doesn't have anyone.
Floyd trying to clear, so I think they're gonna stay up top.
Can they get to the top
way
3?
Up the track. Like the leader, you gotta be really good at holding the line. Oh, is YJ almost turned him there. Ayers seemed to be a little squirrely in his line there, so it's good, really hard for YJ to keep that pack. Oh, is Blowers? He's gonna move high. Yeah, I think he realizes the fuel's close. He's gonna want to go back behind Floyd and save some fuel. As the little.
Oh, he's staying tight. He's staying tight. He
relay,
might be trying to.
It's like a relay.
He might be trying to help the outside. Oh, 1 car gets turned. Around he goes. He saves it. Wow, 360.
What a save,
no.
but the caution's gonna throw the yellow.
He did a little 360 there.
That won't remove any fuel questions.
He'll easily be able to make on fuel. Now let's take a look at this one. Just looks like another bad shove.
Up there.
Up the track he goes and just kind of got the left rear, who was at the 72 of Max Merritt. Just kind of got the left rear of Brian Swope, and around he goes. He almost had saved kind of a 360 right there, but just lost it at the end. But no big deal as he gets it back going. Didn't hit anything. Shouldn't have to use his fast spare, but might have to use 4 new, I think the Goodyear tires on these cars.
Now updates on our drop cars. Bayer is in pit road still. I don't know if he plans to go back out, but Williams, he came back in 5 laps down. Now he's 7 now, I guess, from the loading. So I don't know if he'll be able to get his laps back.
Oh, 1 car.
Yeah, we got. I thought I heard cars wrecking. Yeah, we got cars wrecking on the under the pace lap.
I think they didn't expect the pace truck to be there. Maybe, I don't know, but I don't think anyone has any damage from the looks of it.
Oh, yeah, but Floyd, little tap. Yeah, Floyd, I guess didn't see the pace car was coming there, but all
doesn't look like too bad damage. No, no, I don't see too major damage. The new damage model is on these cars too, so yeah, no major damage I can see.
The past build, the new damage model is on every car in iRacing, so you don't have to worry about the old damage model being screwing you over in a race anymore. So,
see what happens here on pit lane. I'm gonna guess everyone down pit lane should be a no-brainer car right here.
Top it off on fuel here. Yeah, everyone comes down pit road. As Williams will stay on the track to get a waiver. I don't know if he'll be able to get all of his back.
Not sure what the rules are if you throughput, but guessing you only get 1 lap back each caution. So, but the lucky dog is some people are taking tires here. Brady Floyd does not. He elects to not take tires. Everyone else, I believe, at least took 2. Brady Floyd's oh, DJ Trout took a fast repair. Don't know if he meant to or not, but 63 car, he was a car that Brady Floyd hit under caution. He does take a fast repair. So I guess he thought the damage was enough to warrant a fast repair this early in the race, or I guess we're at halfway. So I'm not sure if he meant to. Maybe he still had it checked on accident and whatnot, but it didn't look like he had too bad damage in the back end or the front end at all. So
Yeah, but
you just never know,
little tiny
really.
damage could have big effects, but I don't think it would have been more than a minute of damage. But I mean, if you wanted to take it, no risk if you get not really a risk of points if you get wrecked. So just the position, your starting position next week.
Yeah, for the
So-
first race, official race, I guess, of the regular season. So very unique car combos for the first two. The Clash, the Irwin Delt figure eight, that was a fun one. And SRX here at Daytona, very interesting, just very different. I've never really, can't really compare it to anything else that I've seen. It's kind of like the Gen 6, similar to that, but I don't think the runs are as big as they are in the Gen 6 car. But the tandems are really interesting. It's like a CO2 also. COT, I guess. My bad. But yeah. As she's going this time
I
by.
think there might. I'm not unsure. There might be a little bit of blowover effects. When Swab got turned there, his rear tires did lift off a little bit. But I don't think that's really rare in these. I think that's not really common in these cars. But that could have been interesting if it is.
It's pretty
We'll take
even.
the one to green.
Pretty even. Choose through here. I think they all split it. First one inside, second one outside, and basically so on throughout the whole field. The inside only has a little bit more, but from the looks of it, from the first two starts, or the restart and the initial start, the inside lane gets a big jump. I don't know if that's just the inside lane having a little bit more rubber built on the inside, or maybe just the person on the outside lane just doesn't get as good of a launch or whatnot. But we'll see. As Brady Floyd has gained 9 positions this race, the most of anyone. He started P10, basically shotgun on the field.
I mean, I've seen a lot of races with Floyd in a super speedway. He's a very good super speedway racer. So that doesn't really surprise me coming from him. He's very good at moving his way through the pack and controlling a field at a super speedway. But also, you can be really good at moving the field, but also can never count out the super speedway luck or the type, as you can instantly just get hooked around or be in a wrong place, wrong time, and get caught in the big one. But you can do as much as you can only do so much at a super speedway to stay out of a wreck.
Yeah, the weather here at Daytona pretty nice. June 8th. That's today's the date, anyways. In 9:56, and that's exactly the time in real life too, basically. So 82 degrees, track temp 79 degrees outside, and it's partly cloudy. So basically perfect weather at Daytona Beach, Florida. Have a good evening race here. Coming to halfway this time by. 20 laps down, 20 to go. Pace truck is off. And we're going to the Geico Research Zone. And
We're
ready
back
for
green here
on the
at
power.
Daytona.
Inside lane
Good
again.
restart from the inside, but the outside bad restart.
They're moving all over the place on the outside lane. I don't know if they just really shoving each other or whatnot. But man, the inside lane just continuing to have a great starts here. As the top two pull away, clearing the field by 3 or 4 car lanes.
As also with that restart there, we're also halfway in the race. So 20 laps down, 20 to go.
2 by 2 by 2 in the back. Basically, looking like a restart right here in the back stretch.
Yeah. Yeah, as we just reached the halfway point, you probably see the intensity pick up a little bit more. Everyone's
one
trying
car around the back.
Oh!
Max Merritt, I think, around Tristan Bear. Oh, is it 72?
It is Merritt.
Not
Yeah,
sure.
72 of Merritt. He went around.
Was that with a lap car, maybe? I think that was.
Yeah, Bear's a lap car, 3 laps down.
Let's take a look at this one. His front end's missing. So let's take a quick look at this one.
Wow.
Oh, it looks like Williams
came
actually.
up off the bottom.
Yeah,
And
I'm not sure.
Williams nowhere to go there.
Get a better view of this
I mean,
one.
Bear, nowhere to go there, really. Just definitely be fast repair worthy.
Looks like he just... I'm not sure exactly, really, honestly. Looks like he kind of just was behind him, behind whoever he was pushing. I think it was Trout, maybe he was pushing. And he kind of just didn't notice the corner was coming up, and he kind of just lit up the racetrack, I'm guessing is what happened. Not sure the damage on Merritt. Let's see if he hit the wall. Yeah, he did hit the outside wall pretty hard. See if we can get a better view of this one. Slightly taps that left rear. Pretty hard lick to the outside wall. But damage-wise, it doesn't look that bad, but definitely fast repair worthy in my opinion. Just so you're not enough aero is going to affect you big time here at Daytona with the full throttle racetrack. So let's go back live, and he does take a fast repair Max Merritt 72 machine. And three of the 11 drivers have already taken the fast repair for tonight's race, but they still have we're gonna go green with about 16 to go, I believe, if my math is correct, because we're coming to 2 to green this time by. So Brady Floyd's still in the race lead, and we're under a third caution of the night. And really, all these cautions have, well, 2 of them has been bad pushes, really, and the third one was just a little mistake by Leonard Williams right there. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back before the green flag.
Pull those belts tight. You're watching the Bolt Grand National Series.
Ready? Green, green, green.
Only on Legends Racing Network.
And we're back live here at Daytona. As Juice Cone you saw right there happened. And surprisingly, most people picked the outside lane. Brady Floyd on the inside again. So we'll see what happens here on this restart.
As Myers, he came down pit road that yellow, top it off on fuel. He said apparently he didn't get the enough fuel in the last caution. So, but I wasn't entirely sure who he was running. I forgot. But he'll only start. He'll already start from 8th, so not really far. Actually, he topped it off again there. So anyway, so he'll start from the back, tail end of the field. Leonard Williams, he's calling in for the night. He's took it to the garage. So he'll be our 1 DNF tonight. Bear's staying out on the track. So everyone on the lead lap, other than Bear 3 laps down. So from, I believe, ping issues earlier on, try to fix those. So I have 9 cars on the lead lap. As Brady Floyd will lead that back to green once again. You're gonna restart with 16 laps to go. So the intensity will definitely, most likely pick up here. At least probably for probably maybe like 8-ish laps. We'll probably get a pickup. We'll probably pick back up. Well, everyone's gonna be trying to make their way to the front. Try and put themselves in the best spot to win this race and start on the pole for next week's race at Daytona.
Yeah, positioning doesn't really matter too much on the Super Speedway, but it's always nice to have a pole position, you know, on your resume to start the season. So pace truck is off, and Brady Floyd punches it to the gas, and what a good jump by the 20 again. The inside lane just, man, seems to be
He had a good
overpowered.
jump, but yeah, Swope did not. Elliott Swope did not get the good restart. But
Here comes the outside
Brady
lane.
Floyd, he can move up. And he
Oh,
will.
as
Blowers cross him
what a
over,
move!
He will.
What a move!
Blowers gonna go to the bottom, but watch
3
it.
wide.
He's gonna ditch Floyd to the top, 3 wide.
The intensity is picking up here with these 15 laps to go.
A little bit of contact with Swope there.
Still 3 wide for third. Here comes DJ Trout to the inside lane.
Everyone's very, very tightly packed now. As Floyd, he's gonna be back by himself on the top. Wygen farther back. He's gonna have Ayers pushing. Wygen gonna have Ayers pushing him. Floyd's gonna duck in behind. He's gonna duck in behind Trout, try and get the run, any little run he can. But Wygen and Ayers, they're gonna drop to the bottom. They're gonna back single file here. 15 to go here at Daytona.
15 laps to go. And Brady Floyd, who's been pretty good this whole race, leading most of it, goes back to fourth on the restart. Great move by Blowers on the little crossover move on by Brady Floyd, blocking there. And he takes the race lead away. And him and Elliott Swoop are doing a really good job. But here comes the outside lane with 3 cars on the top, 3 cars on the bottom. Who's going to prevail?
Yeah, that move, if you see that move form right there, watch it left Floyd and the 63 of Trout hopped up, and Ayers is just following him on through.
Here comes Blowers to the top side.
Through to the top, but he's going to get the bump from Trout. Trout's going to push him. Floyd and Swope by themselves on the bottom. They're gonna have the inside lane, the shorter distance around the track in the corners, so they'll be better in the corners. But will Blowers move down in the corners? Gonna try and block their run. He's still gonna stay up top. Blowers trusting the outside lane. Here comes Swope. Swope's gonna be to the inside of Blowers. They're gonna be even down the back straightaway.
Yeah, 2 car tams, top and bottom. The 3 cars kind of disconnected 2 in the back there. Let's see what's better, the outside lane or top side. I think they're pretty much even. Throughout the field, I mean, throughout the race, we've seen the top side and the bottom side pretty even with the tandems. But here we go, down the front straightaway. Who's going to get to the line first? Looks like that inside lane has the advantage, but here comes the outside lane. Not going to be able to do much in Trial. And it's 3 2-car tandems right now. First to 6.
Wygen and Ayers, they look like they got a little bit separated, and it's really hard to suck up in these cars. So they're kind of just stuck back there. As they're going to go to single file for a second here. Blowers, he's going to stay bottom. They're just a single file for a little bit here, probably. Oh no, as soon as I say that, Wygen, he's going to look to the outside with Ayers, as they're going to try and make the outside lane work now.
Yeah, it's go time right now for these guys. Not exactly go time, but you kind of want to put yourself in a position late in the race here to have a run at it with like 5 to go. So kind of set yourself up with coming to 12 to go this time. So still got plenty of time to make some moves.
Tight. Really tightly packed there, and that almost ended bad for Blowers. Little swirly
Big wiggle, yeah.
Corner.
We'll go off of 4, getting a push from who's at the DJ Trial on the inside lane behind him.
As Wygen not able to get the run up top, it's really hard to generate these runs in this SRX car. As Floyd, he's gonna go to the outside, he's gonna have Blowers behind him.
Blowers is falling back though.
That run. It's gonna be a 4-car tandem up to the top. Oh, Wygen, he got bumped from Ayers a little bad, but he holds on to it. Little uneven push. Floyd's gonna pull down the side drive. He's gonna slide drive Swope. Side
no
by
contact.
Side, really close to a
and the wall he goes.
The wall.
Oh, down the inside goes Trout.
To the bottom,
3 wide.
Line.
As here comes Pacey Wygen to the outside lane. Can he do anything by himself? He doesn't have any help though. But neither does the inside lane of it's
now the question is, how is that damage gonna affect Floyd? He's got pretty good right front damage now. Is that gonna really affect it? I think it will. He's falling off the back of the pack. And so we're down to a 5-car pack here up front. Oh, he's got pit for repairs. The right front, he's got the wheel damage. He's got wheel damage. As Blowers, he got some damage out of that too. A little bit of aero damage. He didn't get as major damage as Floyd. but he's also falling off the pack. We only got a 4-car pack up here for the lead.
And that's going to be a big development here. As Brady Floyd, he's been really good this race. So as Blower's been really good this race. They're going to fall back all the way to this another pack. Another 4-car pack behind them.
So yeah, as we see in this race, you don't want to get separated. Very hard to get back up there if you get separated. So
Oh, there's no contact directing Brady Floyd into the wall. 1 car in the air. Around they go, and that could be a caution.
And yeah, that will be, the caution will be, come out.
That's Brian Swoop.
Now that saves Brady Floyd. He's going to be able to come down pit road,
He
take his fast repair.
He flew through the air. This kind of all started because Brady Floyd was so slow. And 1 car might have disconnected or blinked out or something. So it could be a netcode problem here. The 5 machine again. The Bears. He like disconnected before he got into Brady Floyd.
That's Bayer. He blinked
yeah,
out.
and then it was weird. And then 1 car, who was that? Brian Swoop. 3 wheels up, maybe even 2 wheels up on the track. And
yeah, so Bayer, he blinked out right after it, but just they tried to pick up Floyd, but Floyd was very slow with his damage, and just the push of the pusher, Bayer went around, and Merritt ended up going up into Swope and turned Swope down the back straightaway. There's no damage for these cars, so
maybe Floyd, he hit the outside wall pretty hard, but he already had damage at the beginning, so. So we are back live here. Let's see who's on pit lane, if anyone.
As we'll definitely see Floyd come down pit road and take his fast repair. Don't know if anyone else will. And I don't think you come down pit road here. If you get caught up in a bad restart in the back of the pack, lose the main pack, you don't want to do that, and you want to keep your track position. We're gonna go back green here with only 6 laps to go. If my math is correct, I don't know if they're gonna be short in the yellow or not. They were talking about it, but I think they called that off since we're gonna have Taker was on pit road here. Blowers and Floyd.
Yeah, it should be 2 to green anyway, so they're only gonna miss 1 lap. But Floyd and Tess
also came down pit road, so only 3 takers down pit road. It's Merritt, Blower's gonna take tires. Same with Floyd. Everyone coming down pit road is gonna take 4 tires. Maybe fill up the tank. As Floyd's
off the lane he goes.
out pit road. I don't think he filled it up. Blower's sitting in pit road still. I think he might be filling it up or fixing damage. Yeah, I think Blower's he got a little bit of right front damage with that contact from Floyd off turn 4, and I think he's gonna be fixing his damage. He's not gonna like to take his fast repair yet. It's just gonna save it maybe if we get a big wreck.
Yeah, he did not take a fast repair, so he's still gonna be in his box. He won't go a lap down. He should have plenty of time to fix at least some of his damage, maybe all of it. I don't know how much he has exactly, but it should be enough to fix a lot of damage. He's been in his box for about 1 minute and 10 seconds and plus, and counting still.
He should easily fix it all. I mean, I don't think he got any wheel damage like Floyd did. So he'll be fine. I'm pretty sure he'll be fine. It shouldn't hurt him that much. If it does, if he gets on a yellow, he can come down and take the fast repair. And we'll have a late race if we get a late race restart.
85 seconds in the box, so about 1 minute and 25 seconds of repairs and fuel, maybe tires. I'm not sure exactly all he took. So, but I'm gonna choose going this time by. See what these leaders decide to choose. Inside lane's been really good. The leader's been really good on these starts here all race long. We'll see what happens here. It's gonna be 6 laps to go when we go back green.
As Swope's gonna take the bottom, and it's gonna go. And then Ayers, he likes to go to the bottom. He wants to be third on the bottom instead of second on the outside. And I believe Merritt followed Ayers. So actually, that's not Trout. The 28 Myers, he's gonna go from 6th to 4th. Floyd, just from pitting, he's gonna go from 6th. He's gonna move up to 6th.
DJ Trout and Lane Myers, biggest movers right now. We're starting positions. Brady Floyd still in this thing was in 6th place. He's moved up 4 positions, so we'll see how this plays out though at the end.
Yeah, we're gonna restart with 6 laps to go. We're gonna have major intensity here throughout these drivers. They're all gonna want to try and win and try and start on that pole. Now, next week it's gonna be interesting. I definitely you want that track to start if you want to control the pack if you can, but also it's nice sitting in line, trying to save a little bit of fuel, go longer. So we'll see how see how desperate these guys are for pole, or eager for the pole next week at Daytona.
Yep.
So, but also, nothing's better than a race win, other than a championship probably. So everyone definitely will be going for that race win though. As here we go, we're gonna come down the front stretch here. The pace car's gonna take that left turn on the pit road once again. Elliott Swope will lead into the green, coming to the Geico restart zone. And he will hit the loud pedal and we'll back on our way here at Daytona.
Green flag is out, and here we go. 6 laps to go. 6 laps to decide who's on pole.
Myers on the top there. And Floyd, he's gonna instantly move to the bottom as soon as he can. My outside lane really struggling. Myers really fall back. He's gonna go all the way behind blowers, it looks like.
Here comes Widget to the outside. He's gonna be clear his airs to the outside, pushing 3-car tandem on the top now.
As they're gonna leave Elliott Swope on the bottom there.
And they all might clear him. And
they
do.
Swope's gonna let him in there.
4-car battle for the race lead right now, as they kind of pull away from the rest of the field.
Single file above Floyd. He's gonna try and get that help from blowers.
Oh,
huge
not a good
push
shove. Not a good
blowers.
shove.
Gonna almost turn.
You saw he lifted. You could see the flames coming out underneath the car. You can see he lifted a little bit there before you gave him a shove, and it still got Brady Floyd sideways off of 4. 5 laps to go this time by.
Off turn 2, Floyd. He's getting that bit. He's gonna have a huge run on Swope here. He's gonna go
Outside
high.
he goes.
Yes,
Here he goes. Here he comes.
He's gonna have that help from blowers, but Myers doesn't seem to want to follow it right yet.
Oh, he leaves him. Wow.
Blowers gonna leave him.
He's gonna
leave Floyd on the outside.
And Floyd's gonna fall back a big time unless he can get himself back in. He's big side drive from the towing machine.
He's side drafting Swope as hard as he can go here. He's side by side with blowers. Now Bear, 3 laps down. What will he do in here? Will he try and mix it up with these guys? I don't think he will. So Floyd doesn't have any help here. It's 4 laps to go here at Daytona. Single file throughout the whole pack, except for Floyd on the top, on his lonesome on the top. But he's making it work.
Yeah, the towing machine. He's hanging tough on the outside lane. Here comes Trout to the outside. Big help. 4 or 5 cars on the top side now. Can they do anything though?
Move to the top. As YJ, what will he do? He's looking like he wants to move up, but he's gonna stay bottom for the corner.
A lot of pushing here. Watch out off of 4. They could get a little bit loose here.
Here comes Floyd. Big push to Trout. Watch, he's gonna throw the block.
Oh, he got some sideways right there. Here comes Ayers to the bottom. Side by side for the race lead.
No, so watch it. He's gonna block the bottom. He's gonna try and work both lanes, but it's not gonna work. As soon as he pulls down, Trout's gonna get to his outside lane. The 8-car pack here. One's a lap car of Bayer. Bayer's gonna back out. He's gonna go back to the bottom. Actually, no, he's gonna move to the top. So 4-car tandems on both lanes. As it's gonna see which lane has the bigger run. Right now, Floyd heavily pushing Trout to that race lead. You'll see if he can get Trout clear into the corner.
Barely clear, not enough. Maybe. Not enough, I don't think.
Not enough.
Coming to go this time by. Will we see yellow, or will we make it back to the white flag?
As the inside lane there, Swope in Myers, they backed off there. But that's actually them backing off there. It's going to allow Merritt in the back. Will Merritt have any big of a run to move anything? As Floyd's going to look 3 wide in the middle. Not the gap's not there though.
3 cars on the top side with the Ayers
off the track. They go.
They save it. Oh, hard hit the outside wall. And the cops bring out the caution. Green white checker time.
Oh wow, huge hit for Ayers.
That was
He got hit in the back end.
That was a weird wreck. Both got turned at the same time into each other. Ride this winning machine. That was very
Myers is
weird.
right in. Wow, Swope almost just nailed the left front there of Ayers.
I'm not sure. I think Floyd hit Ayers first to the right rear, and that got him into the outside lane into Trout. But Trout, I don't think had too much damage. Maybe, I'm not sure exactly. Oh no, he hit the wall pretty hard actually. But then
looks like Floyd was trying to maybe thought he was clear, gonna get behind Ayers, just misjudged the gap, turned Ayers up into the 63 of Trout, and Ayers just slowed down, and Myers just slammed the back end there and lifted the back end up, turned him against the wall. As big hit for multiple drive, big hit for Myers on the front end. He's definitely probably gonna want to come down and take that fast repair. That's gonna be heavy damage on the front end of his car.
For sure, for sure. He hit him pretty hard right there.
Myers took his fast repair earlier, didn't he?
No, he did not. He still has one fast repair left.
Okay. Man, misinterpreted, but actually, Ayers, Trout, and Myers all have meatball flags.
Yeah, so Trout, he had the toe maybe?
Oh, and Trout calls it a night. Yeah, so Trout just disconnected from the server, so he's going to call that a night.
He still had no, he already used his fast repair, so that's probably why.
So that's why I confused him with it, because I knew
There's
it was
similar
a white car.
Yeah, similar paint schemes.
Yeah.
It's really, these SRX cars are very, I don't know, they're very unique because the numbers on the side says sponsors, so it's like kind of hard to tell who's who. So very interesting though, but definitely need fast repair from Myers. We're on Ayers right now in the pit lane.
That's gonna be hard for them. It's gonna be a green-white checkered. The trap position really matters on the green-white checker. You don't want to be in the back on a green-white checkered. That's not where you want to be, especially in these cars with the limited suck up to the car in front of you. It's gonna be really tough for them to move up through the field.
I don't know. We saw some really aggressive moves that last time, but we'll see what happens here. It's kind of gonna be everyone for themselves. Again, this race doesn't really. I'm not gonna say it doesn't matter, but it's just starting positions for the main race 1 at Daytona. But still, you want some bragging rights here. This is still a race, you know. You still want to win.
You still want to win.
I know
that race,
all these drivers still want to win and start on the front row of basically probably one of the most famous tracks in the world, Daytona. So.
Yeah, they don't call it the world. They call it the World Center of Racing for a reason. So. Yep. Okay, I have Rolex 24 here. You got the Daytona 500. You got Bike Week, Supercross,
and
along with the the big bike race there, the motorcycle race.
I'm not sure what the sponsors for the other race, the 400. Was it Coke Zero 400, something like that?
Coke Zero 400. Multiple big races here.
Yeah. So I mean, and I didn't think there would be SRX cars here, but here we are, I guess. But it's been a pretty good race. Oh, one car going by.
I believe that it's Bear. That's Bear taking.
Yeah, he's taking the wave around. Yeah. So he will be 1 lap down according to my timing screen. So
yeah, he will be 1 lap down.
As right now we're looking at the last.
So he's probably hoping for one more quick wreck here, so he can get back on the lead lap.
I'm not sure exactly how many green white checkers they have. I'll take a look.
We have three green white checkers.
3 attempts. So I just don't know how that outside lane is gonna do on the restart here, because we've seen the outside lane kind of struggle a lot. It doesn't matter who's on pole position, who's on the outside and whatnot. They've kind of struggled just a little bit, but we'll see what happens here as lights are off and choose cone happened. So coming to 2 laps to go. Question is, can they make it to the white after the white flag? There is no caution. There's just a checkered on our racing. So
yeah, so once they get on the white, it's all or nothing. It's everyone for himself. So it'll be interesting to see how this works. Now, we have seen either lane not go on every restart, so it's just to see both lanes could be pushing, hoping they can both get even a good push. Gonna have 8 cars in the lead lap here, so 8 cars in contention for this race win. As if we do get a quick caution, Bayer will get back on a lead lap. So there'll be another car added to the question of who will be in this race. As I mean, you never know. Hey, you wanna be up in the front, especially in cars with low draft like these. But I mean, anything can happen. You get that big last lap wreck, and everyone's involved. And you're in the back and just get through it. You take the race win. So it's a low chance if you're in the back, but there's also that chance you can just get through the field as they all wreck. So no one's really out of the question here if you're on lead lap.
Yeah, this is all the marbles basically. All 40 plus laps. Not sure what lap I'm on. 42 come to 43. So this race was 100 miles long, but now we extended it to about would be 45.
100.
So 110.
No, it'll be 10 more.
110
Yeah,
miles.
10 more. 2.5 miles. So be 110 miles. So as here we go, pace car takes the left turn on the pit road. Green flag back in the air. Bad restart for Floyd on the outside.
He's got to drop down quickly right here to get behind blowers.
And he will. Single file through the field now. It's not gonna be good for the back of the pack. Ayer's stuck, as they're gonna be a single file now.
As Floyd has no help now. He's got to try to suck up to these guys.
Big gaps between each car. Watch it. He's gonna be the leader. Blower's gonna be in second. Will he try and push? Will Blower's try and push him away? See if he can kind of get a gap from the rest of the field.
Can Floyd catch him? It's a 3-car battle basically throughout the rest of the field. Everyone's spaced out like you said. No one's really even near each other, so I just don't.
As I think right now it's gonna be Floyd Wiseman or Blowers. Elliott Swope just can't close that gap.
Coming to the trial. I think we're going to make it back in time. White flagging it this time by one more time to go. 2.5 miles to the side. Who starts on pole position?
As down the back, down the front straightaway. Sorry, into turn number 1. Blowers looking high on Wygent. As they're slope in the behind them. They're not gonna be able to. I don't think they're gonna be able to get there. Blowers is gonna look high. Blowers gonna push them. They're gonna be side by side for the lead down the back straightaway.
Floyd stays low though.
Now there's a gap in the middle of the Floyd shoot. It doesn't get the run. He's gonna push Wygent. He's gonna try and push Wygent clear. Maybe get the run off turn 4.
Floyd up to second now. What can he do?
She'll lay all over the bumper. Pacey Wygent. Coming off turn 4.
Back low.
He's gonna fake high. Go low. Side by side. Coming to the trial.
Who's it gonna
Floyd
be?
on the bottom.
Dory
Wygent on the outside. They're gonna beat bang. It's gonna be Brady Floyd by a nose.
What a move.
13 thousandths of a second.
What a move. He did
Floyd's gonna win.
He did go under the line.
At Daytona.
I don't know what the rule is here, but he did go under the line, so I don't know if that's allowed. But Brady Floyd crosses the line first by 13 thousandths of a second. What a finish for Floyd, and what a move by him. Brady Floyd, your race winner here tonight at Daytona. He will start in pole position for the first ever point, or not the first ever, but the first points race of the season next week.
As he'll definitely enjoy that. He loves the control. I know he likes to take the control of the pack every time he can. That's why he's gonna go through the grass to start burning it down here at Daytona.
What a move and what a win for Brady Floyd, burning it down here on the front straightaway.
As Floyd, he took the win by, as we said earlier, 13 thousandths of a second and 89 thousandths of a second over Blowers, and then behind them it was Swope and Merritt, Elliott Swope, and Max Merritt rounding out the top 5.
As it says it's Pacey Wygent as the leader, but it was Brady Floyd that won this race on their timing screen for some reason, but that is an error. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the top 3 interviews.
those belts tight. You're watching the Bolt Grand National Series.
Ready, green, green, green.
Only on Legends Racing Network.
We're back later live at Daytona with our race winner, Brady Floyd.
As welcome Brady to the we're gonna go down to victory lane to Brady Floyd. You got us, man.
I got a copy.
All right, so different style race. I know you're a super speedway guy, mostly NASCAR. So well, first of all, how do the SRX car feel compared to the normal NASCAR cars as at a super speedway?
Very tight and very very little draft, and I think it was probably best shown in that last restart there. We had 3 cars hooked together, and nobody behind could get back to each other. Even one car running by himself, the backpack couldn't catch him, and he couldn't catch us. So, it was definitely more of a track position race than anything. So, I guess that's how that kind of played out.
All right, so now walk me through that last green white checker, and you had a bad restart there to start. So bad restart there, and quickly got in line on the bottom. So what was your mindset going through that last green white checker?
Yeah, I guess I probably got to refresh myself on the league rules before we actually start racing for points. But I thought all restarts were supposed to be on green, so that's when I was going when I was in the lead, and so that caught me off guard. But it was just about reacting and trying to get in with the draft, what little draft there is. So I guess I was within that like 2/10 window that you could suck up to someone else. So I was able to get back with it and then just go from there. I mean, I knew as the third car, you just kind of have to wait for someone to make a move, and I did, and then I unintentionally kind of sold him a dummy off of 4, and it opened up. So never going to complain about that one. That was a bit one of the luckier ones, but I guess fair play to everybody else for keeping it clean.
Well, before we send you off on your way, any sponsors you'd like to thank here tonight before we leave?
I mean, thank you to you guys for broadcasting. First off, thank you for the league for putting it on. You can find my team, Adria Esports, at adriaesports.com, and you can find Forklook Media and Pierce Graphics at their respective websites, forklook.net and piercegraphics.com. So thank you to those guys for helping us out, and thank you to you guys once again for the broadcast. Have a good one.
See, man, that's our winner, Brady Floyd. Congrats for the win.
Let's bring in our second place finisher.
Pacey Wygen, second place. You got us, man?
Yeah.
All right, so different type race for the normal at a super speedway. So I'll lead you off with the same question. So how'd you feel with the SRX car compared to the NASCAR?
It's like driving a boat compared to a speedboat. This is definitely more like a boat. It's all momentum based, and as soon as you duck your head out into the clean air, it's just a parachute. So definitely needed friends, and Gen 6 just feels so much better.
All right, so other than the SRX car, so how'd you feel? How'd you go into this race tonight? How'd you treat it? non-points race again. You won the Clash last week, so you start off on a high note. How'd you treat this race coming into the night, knowing that it was just really for a starting spot next week?
I mean, everybody wants to start in the poll for, the season opener. And I was just treating it like a normal plate race, to be honest. I just go in, ride around for a while, make some crazy moves, and hopefully you're still alive at the end. So that's what I'll be doing next week too. Of course, next week will be a little bit more important with points on the line, but yeah, it's just primarily just race fun. Don't need to get your hopes up for a plate track.
All right. So before you send you off on your way, any sponsors you'd like to thank for tonight?
Yeah, shout out to Bull as a whole. Y'all up in the booth for broadcasting. Ayers Designs, even though didn't design this car, just found this one randomly. Jones P&D, PBR Racing, and just Rodney as a whole for keeping Bolt alive.
All right. That was our second place winner, Peach. Second place finisher, Pacey Wygent. Congrats on the second place, man.
Thank you.
So we'll bring in our third place finisher, Bobby Blowers. You got us, man?
Yep.
All right. So going tonight, you didn't race last week at the Clash, so the first start this season at least for you. So how did you treat the race going into the night, knowing a non-points race, just starting spot next week?
I was gonna send it and have fun, and if I could win it, I was gonna go for that. But I'm happy with third.
All right. So right on that last green white checkered, you had a great. Well, you were also leading earlier in the pretty much most of the race. You're up in the top 3, top 4. But that last green white checkered was well, I kind of forgot where you started, but walk you through that last green white checkered. What you did there to try and put yourself in the best spot.
Well, I knew with Pacey leading that he was gonna fire off pretty well, so I chose getting behind him and gave him a shot getting on the restart. We got taken off pretty good. The pack spread out pretty well. I was gonna, after that on the white, back up to the 20 and then try to see if I could get a run going around Pacey, but 20 didn't quite have the run that I thought he was going to and didn't really push me, but I was just like, I'm committed anyways, let's just go for it at this point. Tried going around the outside of Pacey, momentum completely stalled out and let them both go away.
Yeah, I seen we heard from Pacey and Brady that the draft wasn't that well in these cars. So just a quick little brief. How'd you feel with, in the SRX car compared to the normal NASCAR cars?
It felt slow. Like despite the speed, it's just a big heavy tank, and the runs aren't very quick, and the draft isn't really strong overall. But it was really fun and pretty easy to link up and tandem with guys, and even 3-4 cars back if we were all working together, we could just nose to tail pushing each other. That part of it was real fun.
All right. Well, before we send you off here tonight. Any sponsors you have to thank?
I didn't have any of them on board tonight just because I made this paint last second, but 213simware.com, Blink Designs, which that's just me. Hit me up if you want to paint. Y'all up in the booth, I watched parts of it. It was spot on. I loved it. My only complaint is my last name is pronounced Blowers.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. You guys are good though. You guys are good though.
Yeah, I we're gonna work through these names before, so thanks
That's
for correcting me. I'll make sure to fix that up.
Yeah.
So
no problem.
all right. So congrats on your third place, and we'll see you at Daytona.
Yep.
Is our third place finisher Bobby Blowers.
Let's
And we'll
go through our
run
results
through the
here.
finishing order. So our winner here tonight by 1/13,000th of a second Brady Floyd, he'll take home the trophy tonight and the pole position for next week at Daytona. Pacey Wygant, our Clash winner last week at Irwindale, he'll round it out second. So good first 2 results for him. Have great momentum going into the Daytona next week. Bobby Blowers, P3. Elliot Swope in P4. Max Merritt round out the top 5. Brian Swope, he'll take P6. Ronnie Ayers, P7. In our last car in lead lap, Lane Myers, he'll round out P8. In our first car, one lap down, Tristan Baer from struggling with connection issues earlier on. He'll finish P9. DJ Trout, 6 laps down, he'll finish P10. And Lillard Williams, he also had the connection issues as well, PC problems. He'll round out the last place at P11 here tonight at Daytona.
Yeah, what a race we saw here tonight. Brady Floyd pulling off the win with a great last lap, last corner basically move, and next week at Daytona should be fun. The Gen 6s, haven't seen a race in there in a while, the super speedways with the Gen 6s, but they're always really quick and fun, and usually just really big runs in those cars with the big spoilers and whatnot on the Gen 6 cars, and from my experience, it was one of the most fun cars to drive on super speedway.
It was definitely an interesting race tonight. Great, only 5 cautions, so pretty even caution amount, I would say. Everyone seemed to have a good handling on their cars, but it'll be interesting to see next week at Daytona. We'll be back in the normal Gen 6 car that we normally run for this series, so we'll see how the draft works out. See if they get the big wrecks that some people like to see at a super speedway. Obviously don't really want to see that a whole lot. So everyone racing for points now. So we'll see how next week can go at Daytona, and we'll figure out how they will be there next week.
Yep. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next week, same time, 9:30 Eastern time at Daytona. Back here again.